So you guys were I'm hearing a lot of you guys wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that, and when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So, it's shorter. There you go. CrazyCatLady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair educational for and entertainment purpose. Blade, it's like it's all they did. Well, those years ago. See? No, I don't want to do any more of it. Alright, hi everyone, Martha here. And it happened. This is episode 10 of X-Men 97. And guess what? He lives! He's not dead! I mean, he's living during this episode, so they didn't kill him. Yay! They killed Logan. Well, they didn't show him at the very end of the episode, so we don't know the exact fate, but during most of the episode, he was actually still breathing. So yeah, I'm trying to heal what Magneto did to him. So let's get started on what happens, but I just had to get that out, that, yes, Wolverine's okay. During every time we did see him, I don't know where he's at during the end of the episode, but we'll see. So what happens during this episode? So, well, they do beat both Magneto and Bastion in this episode, and Sinister. So let's get started with what happens with Eric and Charles. We do meet them in the bar they keep on referencing during this one entire season where they first meet, and it's actually in his mind because he's trying to get Charles is trying to get Magneto to reverse what he did to the Earth. And the way he's going to do it is by literally making him do it by controlling his mind. And he does. And when that happens, we see a couple of cameos. One that we have seen before, but you already seen good old Steve Rogers, Captain America, there with Tony Stark, Iron Man. And we get to see Matthew, Daredevil. And we get to see Steve and Doctor Strange. Then we get to see good old Black Panther. And then we get to see Cloak and Dagger help out Daredevil. So that was pretty good. And don't worry, you'll get to see, they do show Peter, but it's not in his Spider-Man costume later. And after we have to turn on. So basically, what Charles is trying to do is make his mind. After he controls his mind, he melts his mind, so he has to rebuild his mind. Charles has to do that to Eric, and we do get to see all three of his kids with Rogue. We see Quitstorm, and Scarlet Witch. I don't remember his other daughter. I forgot his daughter's name, but we see them all on a boat. So that was pretty cool. We got to see all three of Magneto's kids, literally in his mind. And I did like that scene. So the people's job is to so after that, Jean comes out. We think Jean's dead, and we see the Sentinels bring Storm, Hank, Forge, and the other ones that were there. And Storm tries to talk to him and try to reason with him what's going on. Try to reason with Bastion, but he won't listen. And he's like, gets mad at her, basically. And then he goes and talks to Cable and tries to get him to like admit that his mom is dead. Both of his moms, I guess you could say that. But then Jean rises from the ashes, literally, and defeats both of them by killing Bastion. And then she makes Mr. Sinister look like the ugly version of Dracula. You've seen like those that 1920 movie. That's what kind of remind me of. He already looked like Dracula. Now he looks like the other one. And I like that fact that Morph Turret shows him the face. I didn't like how, oh no, yeah, Rogue ends up beating him after Jean beats him. He takes Bastion takes Cable's metal arm and like make himself metal. Then we have Sunspot and Rogue beat him, and he goes up there, and it takes all of them. And good job, Jubilee. You finally showed everybody that you're not useless. First, Cyclops tries to beat him, and then he tries to blast him. Then it's up to Jubilee herself to show everybody that she's not the gentle and distressed everybody thinks she is, and beats him too. Everybody does their, but still, Sunspot is saving her eventually, because she falls out of there, and he has to go and save her. So after Eric gets back his mind from Charles by helping him remember literally what happened to his parents, because he's literally like having his water, his memories come back to him. And what's going down on Earth is basically why is Iron Man and Captain America over there with the presidents. That's where we saw them. We saw them with President Kelly trying to convince him not to do this because how mad they are at Magneto. There's the president is deciding trying to decide if they send the missiles up there to kill Magneto, and then see if that would reverse it. And they do decide to do it, and sent missiles up there, and now they missed, and now the asteroid that they were on is about to collapse and come and hit the planet. And so it's up to the X-Men to stop it. And so we have Rogue, Storm, and Jean stop it by using all their powers, and we also have Eric into stopping it too after he comes to. And that's when we see Peter, and guess who he's found? If you watched the older Spider-Man show that came out, that was around the same exact time as this show was, then you know what was Spider-Man doing at the end of the show? He was looking for MJ. And guess who is with Peter watching this on the news? Good old MJ. She's back. He found her. So yeah. Yeah, because they were watching this on the TVs, like old days when you watch things on the TV in front of like a convenience store. They did like that. So, and after that, what happens to the X-Men? We see Forge, who didn't go up there and help because he really couldn't. Gambit comes and Bishop comes and tells him that the X-Men are still alive. They're just out in time. We have Rogue, Nightcrawler, Charles, and Eric and Beast. Oh yeah, and I like how the fact that Hank, when he brought up the Sentinel up there, he thought that the Sentinel was going to help him, but instead he tries to step on him. I did like seeing that. And while Jean and Cyclops are in the future, so we have some in the future, some in the past where in Egypt where some Apocalypse is getting attacked. And then we have in the future where a young version of Cable is there, still having his metal arm. So, yeah, and it ends with them like making peace with Apocalypse and him introduce himself to him. But then we have an end credit scene where in the present date where Apocalypse is on Genosha and is holding one of Gambit's cards and saying "my children." So yeah, this was a really good episode, guys. I loved it, man. And this is how you end it. Not knowing if my man Logan is still alive because we did not see him at the very end. We do not know his fate, but I just know that he was breathing because Morph kept him alive, turning him into Jean and told him, "Breathe, Logan, breathe." And so did so yeah, he was still breathing. So, yep, he lives. So I'll give this one like a 9 out of 10. There were no bad episodes during this season. That was really good. So I'll see you guys later. Like, favorite, and subscribe, and bye-bye.